All right, intonation, the voice going up and down. So it's in suggestions and commands. What are they? You know, suggestions. What are they? Things that you tell somebody to do because you think it's good for them. And commands are most serious and they are like orders. Those things are have tos. You have to do this. This is the rule. And think about your voice going up and down. When you suggest something, how your voice should go, up or down. When you suggest something, if I say, for example, listen to me, try recording your voice. I'm giving you a suggestion. So how was the intonation? You know, in that sentence, the most important stressed word is the lost content word, which is try recording your voice. Voice is the most important stressed word in that sentence, and I put what kind of intonation on that? Listen again. Try recording your voice. It's going up. It's friendly. It's a suggestion. But now I want to give you a command. I'm serious and you have to do this. It's very important. And I'm not kidding. Try recording your voice. How does it sound? I sound serious, right? It's like I'm giving you an order. You have to do this. Try recording your voice. My voice going down. So that was a command. And in here we have example sentences. In each pair, they are identical, similar sentences, and I want you to listen to them and see which one is suggestion and which one is a command. Listen and tell me.
Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs.
Listen again, first to this one and then to this.
Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs.
Voice going up, going down. This one, voice goes down on the last stressed syllable, which is the most important syllable most of the time. Like, suggestion, have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. Zuriye. Have a holiday. Next.
Stop washing, Mr. Wong. Stop washing, Mr. Wong. Stop washing, Mr. Wong. Stop washing, Mr. Wong.
Suggestion, which one? Stop washing. Washing. Stop washing. Command. So listen to how friendly they are when they suggest and how firm and serious they are when they use a command.
Don't drop that pot, Miss Morris. Don't drop that pot, Miss Morris.
Again, suggestion and command.
Put it on the box, Miss Johnson. Put it on the box, Miss Johnson.
All the sentences on the left side are suggestions and all of these are commands. We want to see where does the voice go up and where it goes down, on which syllable, on which stressed syllable. Can you find that?
Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. Stop washing, Mr. Wong. Stop washing, Mr. Wong. Don't drop that pot, Miss Morris. Don't drop that pot, Miss Morris. Put it on the box, Miss Johnson. Put it on the box, Miss Johnson.
Okay, how was it? Let me tell you something. In this part, when she was giving a suggestion, her voice went very high on this word and not very much on this. Compared to this one, it didn't. But in your box, it shows that this goes up on this word, and again, in here, this is correct. The voice goes down on this word in this part. We usually say that the most important word is the last content word, and content words are stressed. So at the end of a sentence, when we have a content word, that word receives the intonation the strongest. But let me tell you, sometimes it's not like that. Because, for example, in this sentence, if I say, don't drop that pot, drop, drop, don't drop that pot. I give this more emphasis and my voice goes down on this one strongly. This means that the dropping, the act of dropping is important to me. And it's important for me that the pot is not dropped. Okay, you can cook food in that, you can wash it, you can dry it, you can't drop it. Okay, that's why I give more emphasis to this and use the falling intonation on that. Now listen to me. I say, don't drop that pot. Don't drop that pot. Here I give more emphasis to this word. And it means that that pot is very important to me and you shouldn't drop that pot. Any other pots, you go and drop them, not this one. You see? That's the difference. It's important to think about what you want to say and put that strong intonation on that word. But it's usually on the last word, the last content word in a sentence. So, suggestions, commands. So, this shows that we need to be very careful when we speak, when we ask people to do something, because the way we use intonation shows how friendly we are and how the job is going to be done, actually. When we are very serious and we use very falling intonations and we sound like we are commanding, then people won't want to do something. Have a holiday. Okay, I will. Like, stop washing. Stop washing sounds more friendly, right? And listen to me. When you use a rising intonation and you use a person's name, your intonation still continues to go up and you say, have a holiday. Have a holiday, Mrs. Bloggs. You see a little bit of rising on this word. And in here, say, "Have a holiday, Mrs. Blocks." And again, your voice continues to go down on the next word after it. And you even hear it in here. In the previous words, you even hear them there. But the strongest energy is on the most important words. Now, try to rewind the video and repeat after each sentence. Try to copy the intonation and feel like you are friendly and you're saying a sentence to suggest something. And also change your feelings when you want to command. Be more serious and be more like very bossy, you know. You speak, repeat with feelings. دقیقاً اون حس رو احساسش کنین زمانی که دارین جمله رو میگین. این حقیقتیه که باعث میشه واقعا توی ذهنتون بهتر بمونه. و مواقعی که قرار جمله رو بگین با احساس هم بگین و کسی که بهتون گوش میده بفهمه منظورتون رو. So do that and then continue. Let's watch a video clip, and in here I want you to focus on intonation in suggestions and commands. In this video, this man, his name is Sheldon, and he wants to record a video for himself, for his future self. If you've seen this TV show, he is a genius and he thinks that he's going to go crazy in the future and he won't remember simple things in his life. So he needs to record something and talk to his future self and tell him about the things in his life because he's going to go crazy and he won't remember anything. So that's the story, and now I want you to just watch the video and just think about where you think you hear a suggestion or a command.
Hey, can we please get back to work?
This is Leonard. He's your best friend in the world.
Just stop it. This is ridiculous.
Sometimes he gets cranky. But you can trust him with your life. And he does more things for you than I can even begin to list.
Thank you.
Let's listen and have the subtitles to help us understand better.
Hey, can we please get back to work?
This is Leonard. He's your best friend in the world.
Just stop it. This is ridiculous.
Sometimes he gets cranky. But you can trust him with your life. And he does more things for you than I can even begin to list.
Thank you.
So look at these sentences. Which sentence to you looks like it's a suggestion or a command? Well, in here, just stop. How does he use intonation in his voice? Listen again and focus on this part.
He's your best friend in the world.
Just stop it. This is ridiculous. Just stop it. This is ridiculous. Just stop it. Just stop it.
He said, just stop. Just stop. So he was annoyed and he gave a command, stop. And he was serious. You could see it in his face. Now we have another video. So in this video, we have both suggestions and commands. So be careful and pay attention to both. I'm telling you this because I want you to focus on sentences and the words and the intonation. So Sheldon and Amy, this is Amy, they are going to move in together, live together. And he is his roommate. This helps her to ask for suggestions from Leonard, who has been friends with Sheldon for many years.
You've been roommates with Sheldon forever. Do you have any advice?
I'm trying to think of an answer that won't stop you from doing this.
I know it sounds like a cliche, but compromise is key.
Never leave a belt on the floor. At night, they look like snakes.
Do little things like bring her a cup of coffee in bed.
Keep M&Ms in your pocket in case you have to wait in a long line.
You're going to be seeing each other a lot, so respect each other's personal space.
He startles easily, so please, no flash photography.
Let's watch again with subtitles.
You've been roommates with Sheldon. You've been roommates with Sheldon forever. Do you have any advice?
I'm trying to think of an answer that won't stop you from doing this.
I know it sounds like a cliche, but compromise is key.
Never leave a belt on the floor. At night, they look like snakes.
Do little things like bring her a cup of coffee in bed.
Keep M&Ms in your pocket in case you have to wait in a long line.
You're going to be seeing each other a lot, so respect each other's personal space.
He startles easily, so please, no flash photography.
First, let's think about their relationships. I told you that you're going to hear both suggestions and commands. You know, the relationship between these two is very friendly, and they are not very direct or they are in a very normal relationship, and there is a distance between them, so they want to be nice and friendly to each other. So we expect to hear rising intonation in Leonard's voice more, because he wants to be nice to Amy when he is actually giving suggestions. He doesn't want to sound like he's commanding her. But the relationship between Penny and Sheldon is very, very close. So that means they know each other very well. And he is a very annoying person and very unusual, I can say. And she knows that, and she knows how annoying or unkind or ignorant he can be in a relationship. So because she knows him very well, and she knows that he, unconsciously unkind and ignorant to Amy, she is going to sound more commanding, so more serious. So let's listen again, and we have the text in front of us, and see how they sound.
You've been roommates with Sheldon forever. Do you have any advice?
I'm trying to think of an answer that won't stop you from doing this.
So suggestions start from here.
I know it sounds like a cliche, but compromise is key.
Compromise is key. You see, she's like commanding him because he knows little about relationships, and he's going to move in, live with another girl, and he needs to be very informed. So she's like commanding him. Now listen to Leonard's.
Never leave a belt on the floor. At night, they look.
Never leave a belt on the floor. His voice goes a little bit higher on floor. Listen again.
Never leave a belt on the floor at night. They look.
Do little things like bring her a cup of coffee in bed.
Bring her a cup of coffee in bed. A cup of coffee in bed. So she sounds more friendly because she uses a cup of coffee in bed. Rising intonation on coffee.
Bring her a cup of coffee in bed.
Keep M&Ms in your pocket in case you have to wait in a long line.
Keep M&Ms in your pocket in case you have to wait in a long line. In a long line. His voice goes up. Listen to that.
In case you have to wait in a long line.
Long line. So he sounds more friendly. Rising.
You're going to be seeing each other a lot, so respect each other's personal space.
You're going to be seeing each other a lot, so respect. Respect. A little bit of rising intonation. Each other's personal space. Personal space. She uses falling intonation. She's giving him a kind of command. She thinks she knows that he is going to forget. So she's saying it like a command.
He startles easily, so please, no flash photography.
No flash photography. You see, he's saying something very serious because that if she doesn't listen to this, she's going to have a serious problem. So he's saying this with a lot of stress, with a lot of pauses, and still he wants to sound friendly, as I told you. And he is using rising intonation on all the words. So he sounds more friendly than Penny. And look at him. It's exactly like when you are being commanded. When someone commands you, you look at them like this. She's commanding and he doesn't like it very much. So these sentences, these situations, these people that use these, kind of intonations when they want to suggest or when they want to sound more serious and commanding, it's very good for you when you try to copy them and try to repeat after them and say exactly the same thing as them. So this is going to help you with your intonation and speaking with feelings a lot better. And obviously their accent is American. Who's ready for some intonation practice? We listen to the intonation in the sentences below. So, are they suggestions or commands? Which one? So we have one lost content word, which is the most important word. Actually, this should be underlined. Yes, that's better. And we want to listen and see if these underlined words have suggestion meaning for the sentence or command. Ready? Let's start.
4B.
Put these socks in the top drawer, John.
Put it on top of the box.
Make the coffee hot, Mrs. Wong.
Don't wash these socks in the washing machine, Robin.
Don't go to the wrong office.
Go to the shops, Oscar.
Don't go to the wrong doctor, Bronwyn.
You can listen again. Please do this if you need to. It's very good. All right, so now let's check. Ready for that? Let's begin.
4B.
Put these socks in the top drawer, John.
Top drawer. Top drawer, John. Falling. It's a suggestion.
Put it on top of the box.
On top of the box. 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 Falling. It's a command.
Make the coffee hot, Mrs. Wong.
Hot. Make the coffee hot, Mrs. Wong. Suggestion.
Don't wash these socks in the washing machine, Robin.
Washing machine, Robin. Washing. Washing. Don't wash these socks in the washing machine, Robin. Rising. Very good.
Don't go to the wrong office.
Office. Office. Voice going down. Don't go to the wrong office.
Go to the shops, Oscar.
Shops. Go to the shops, Oscar. Go to the shops. Go to the shops. Rising.
Don't go to the wrong doctor, Bronwyn.
Doctor Bronwyn. Don't go to the wrong doctor, Bronwyn. Doctor. Doctor. Rising. Nice. That's very good. So this is the very important thing that you should do for this part, and that's listening to all these sentences. I'm going to play them with no pauses, but you pause after each sentence and try to repeat copying the correct intonation on the last stressed words. And try to have the feeling of the sentence. When you command, you have falling intonation. And when you suggest something, you have rising intonation. So, whenever you want to say a sentence, have that feeling. When you want to command, feel like you want to order someone to do something. Okay? Just try. And this is going to help you so much to get out of this robotic self-expression and become more real. Do that, and I see you in the next part. Listen and repeat.
4B.
Put these socks in the top drawer, John.
Put it on top of the box.
Make the coffee hot, Mrs. Wong.
Don't wash these socks in the washing machine, Robin.
Don't go to the wrong office.
Go to the shops, Oscar.
Don't go to the wrong doctor, Bronwyn.
So where are we? Spelling. Very good. What do you remember from the beginning of the unit till now? What have you seen? A lot, I know. And I think you remember some spelling, so you have something in mind. So how do you think it's spelled? The new sound, O. Just go through your book, see the words on the pages, the things that we practiced together, the lesson we had together, the minimal pair sentences, the words, the dialogue, everything. Okay, let's see. You have 30 seconds for this. Try to write all the spellings that you think you have found from this unit in 30 seconds only. Okay, now, ready, go. Oh, look at that. You can see the words, but you don't see the spellings, right? But you can guess, I know. Let's see. Hot, box, not, caught, popular, drop, often or often, holiday. So the spelling is O in these words. So in British English, these words and this sound is mostly spelled with the letter O. Want, what, was, wash. Letter A is the second mostly spelled letter for this sound. And then because. Australia. So AU. Together make the sound O in these words. Quad. We have UA and we have Q before it most of the time when it sounds O, because it's like qu, qu. It has a w sound and you say quad, quad. Cough. OU sounds O in British English. Knowledge. OW. How about these mysterious shadows in there? Coffee. Off. On. Song. Cost. O plus consonant. So you know that in American English we say all of these words with the sound R, long R sound. But in here, for these words spelt with O, you know, these have O and a consonant as well. But in these words, we have British and American spelling, both sounding like O. Yes, in American English, sometimes some speakers in some words they use O, like coffee. And you don't notice a lot of differences between them, but some American speakers use this sound for these words. Also, this sound. So both of them for American English for these words are correct. But these words in American English just have the long sound R and not O. Okay? And I said O plus a consonant because we have O plus U. It's not a consonant. You cannot say this in American English like O. In American English, this word is R. R. So, O and consonant. In these words, in some words. You see, in these words, just R. As you can see, we have reached the end of this unit. And I hope that you have enjoyed learning and practicing and using everything that you've learned so far. And you know better than me that it's very important to assess yourselves, to give score to yourselves, grade yourselves, and see how much you've achieved and where you have problems so you can go back to them and practice more. So I'm going to list all those things that you need to be able to do at the end of this unit, and you can pause and see what you can do and where you have more problems to deal with. Go for them and practice more and solve them. So this is on you. Best and warmest wishes for you. Happy learning experience for you. You know you've done a very good job. Wow, you were incredible. I hope you both enjoyed and practiced enough in each part and made it here. As your homework, you know you should review the lesson and rewatch the different parts in it and to fully learn it. Plus, you can choose one or two things from this lesson that you are going to use in your own speech in future situations, in lessons or classrooms. So don't forget. And be proud of your tryings and the progress that you are making every day. Good luck. See you in the next lesson. Bye.